Hello and welcome to GuitarGoogle.com. Today we're going to be going over the 5 essential blues licks lesson. If you opted into the site and you're to receive a free gift, you will not only get this video lesson from the YouTube Guitar Google site, but you will also get a manuscript with standard notation and tablature, including fingerings for these 5 essential licks. The first lick is a Clifford Brown tune. It's a jazz standard blues type of tune called Sandu, and I've transposed all the ideas to G regardless of the original key that they were in. This one was in A flat originally, I believe, and I'm going to do this in G, and I'm going to play the example first at full tempo, and then after that I'm going to slow it down a few times so that when you get the manuscript by opting into the site, it's slow enough that you can play along with it. So this is Essential Blues Lick number 1, Clifford Brown, Sandu. Okay, so that's at full speed. Okay, now I'm going to slow it down a few times. Okay, and you'll notice, like many great blues tunes, it has a call and response. That's the call, and the response is. Okay, so that's example number 1. For example number 2, I'm going to be covering, I did a transcription a while back of Grant Green's Solid, which was originally in the key of B flat. Would have worked over B flat 13, but once again I've transposed it to the key of G, so it would work over G7, G9, or G13. And this idea starts out with a triadic sound, and then does some chromatic approach tones, so on and so forth, from the minor third to the major third. So it has a little bit of the minor blues flavor as well as a major blues flavor. Difference between and. Okay, so there's a difference in sound. So here is Grant Green's Solid. This is Essential Blues Lick number 2. Okay, now I'm going to slow it down a couple times. Okay, so that is Essential Lick number 2. For the third one, I came up with this on my own, as a matter of fact, and at the time I had transcribed Grant Green's Solid, and I came up with some of my own ideas as far as voice leading goes for how to best outline chord changes when you move from the 1 chord to the 4 chord in a blues. So in the key of G it would be like that. Okay, so 1 to 4 would be like G13 to C9, or G7 to C7, just to oversimplify it. Now, this next, this Essential Blues Lick number 3 is based off the beginning of the Grant Green, and it goes like this. Okay, so there's some really cool stuff going on there. It starts out with the major triad again. Slides into the dominant 7th of G, which is F. Goes to the 9th, and then we do this nice, like, chromatic approach thing. sliding from the major third to the 11th, and then to the major third from the minor third, back to the 7th, and then we slide down and hit E and G, and then we go down to F and A. Okay, so that's essential blues lick number 3. Number 4 is not like the others. This is actually based off a bebop scale, a G bebop scale. Okay, out of the bebop scale. And this is a very popular bebop blues type of idea. You know, actually it's part of the jazz language. It's part of the idiom. It's very much cliche of that. You know, it's nothing new, but it is essential to know this. So what we have is... Okay, so what I'm doing is just... with this one. Okay, so that's essential blues lick number 4. The 5th and final, and you know, please note as well, there are like a million of these, but for time's sake, we're going to cover 5 for the lesson. This last one is something that's very essential that it seems like players have as a stumbling block for a long time, and that's playing the turnaround of a blues. Okay, so when you get to the 1, 6, 2, 5, going back into the 1 chord. So this would be bars 11 and 12 of a blues. It would be... Okay, and people ask me many times, how do you handle playing over that type of a progression? So when I get to this, the 6th chord, okay, so from the 6th chord, which is actually bar 8, not bar 11 and 12. The turnaround does happen at 11 and 12, but at bar 8, the second half of it beats 3 and 4. We do get this chord, E7 sharp 9, the Hendrix chord, and okay, and then we have the 2 chord, A minor 7. Okay, and then D7 or D9, the 5 chord. And then when we go back to 1, we have this. So here it is. Okay, one more time. Okay, this concludes our 5 essential blues licks lesson. If you haven't gone to the site yet, that would be www.guitargoogle.com/freegifts.html. Once you're there, if you opt in, you can get the manuscript that goes along with this video lesson. Thank you very much, and happy holidays.